Hello, hello, Hidon here. So something I've seen a lot and I feel like I need to touch upon is starting items on ADC. I often see people build incorrectly and I want to make sure that people know the difference between what is right and what is wrong. So introduction to items, just some factual points about the items. Pros, 350 gold, option to do refillable sword, option for free potion sword instead of one, plus 280. Builds into component item and no wasted gold. Cons, 80 HP less than Dorans Blade and 2.5% Omnivamp. Then we have Dorans Blade here, introduction to item. 80 HP more if you go Long Sword, 2.5% Omnivamp. Good for all in lanes. I'm gonna touch upon that later in the video. And cons, you have to sell it again, which is 270 gold wasted, less healing than 3 pots and refillable. Omnivamp is very negligible, you won't really feel it in lane. And minus 280. Does not build into the component item, and 1 potion. We have Cull here as well, not something you see often. The pros of this item is that there is a chance for a good payout, which is 650 or 630. But you sell the item again, which means you will lose the stats later on into the game and will cause you to lose 450 gold. Cons, you have to sell it, you're giving up lane, minus 380 on Longsword and minus 1 on Dorans Blade. Does not build into component item and 1 potion. Don't go this. Just to make sure you understand. Cull is not a very good item. Okay, when to build Dorans Blade and 1 potion. All in lanes, HP has to make a difference. Short range, similar AA range, which is auto attack, right? And almost never. The reason for it to be almost never is because you don't see these lanes very often, and the 80 HP will very rarely make a difference. On top of that, you're also delaying your component spike. So there's a champ like Varus who wants Serrated Dirk first base, or not first base, but as his first item. Then you have stuff like Caitlyn who wants Noon Quiver, and multiple other ADs as well. Just to quickly touch on one of the lanes to make sure you understand, we are blue side. We are looking at this one, Trist and Pantheon versus Kai'Sa and Not. They need to kill when they engage, or they will most likely get turned around on. But the specific lanes are not that important. It's just important that you understand the fundamental way that you need to think. If you want to go all in and you want to kill immediately, the 80 HP can make a difference. When do I build Longsword plus refillable potion? Winning lanes, if you don't need the free potions, if you have priority over the wave, which will then lead to you to decide when you want to reset. No gold wasted and builds into component item. Just to quickly touch on one of the lanes as well. Let's just take this one, Caitlyn Thresh versus Vayne and Rakan. We are the Caitlyn Thresh, the blue side team. You outrange the Vayne a lot, so she can't really engage on you. Plus you have Thresh, so Rakan can't engage on you either. So you have full domination over this lane and they can't play unless their jungler bails them out or mid laner. Doesn't really matter. The important thing is just that you understand that if you hard win the lane, you shouldn't waste gold. Which also will lead to you having a Noon Quiver early on into the game on Caitlyn. And of course, if you are playing Varus, you get the Serrated Dirk earlier on. So this is a very good option if you have the winning lane. And you have priority over the wave, which will then lead to you resetting whenever you want to. When do I build Longsword plus 3 potions? So there's 2 sides to this coin. You have to all in, but enemy has poke. This one, Kai'Sa Not versus Caitlyn Morgana is a good example. We are, again, the blue side team. They don't have to kill you immediately. They can poke you out of lane and force you to recall on bad waves. They can kill you, of course, but how do you prevent or how do you give yourself the best chance in this lane to maybe get a kill, right? Get an option, get a window in the lane. You need to stay healthy so that if Nord maybe finds a hook or Caitlyn Morgana makes a mistake in the lane, you can capitalize. But if you already are too low because of having maybe one potion, you are screwed over. So you need to have free potion enabled to you, like to enable yourself to punish them when you get the window. And the other side to the coin is you get poked out and you need to survive the lane. And then we move down and we see the Ezreal Braum versus Janna Kate. We are again blue side. You don't really have an option to ever kill them in the lane unless they're really trolling, right? So you just need to survive. And again, 3 potions will help you more than having Dorans Blade and the 80 HP, because the 3 potion will always heal more than 1 potion and 2.5 Omnivamp. The only downside to this is if you use all the potions, you lose 150 gold. But it's something you have to do in certain games and in certain bot lane matchups. So the good thing about this as well is that it builds into component item. Something like Kai'Sa could go Noonquiver or could go Serrated Dirk. Ezreal, Warhammer. So very nice. Examples on good itemization. So we have 2 pro games here. Aphelios versus Varus, or Aphelios Thresh versus Varus Leona. This is not supposed to be an all-out brawl, and it's gonna be slow fights. And if you want slow fights, what do you want? You want 3 potions. You don't want Dorans Blade, where the 80 HP is not gonna make a difference. Plus, you get your spike faster on both teams. Noonquiver on Aphelios, and Serrated Dirk on Varus. Second game, we get Varus Rakan versus 6 Leona. Long Sword Refillable. Very nice, because you're not supposed to really kill in this lane. Of course, you know, there's other factors like jungle or mid lane or top lane TP, but you're not supposed to kill in the lane, and you decide when to reset, because you have more push. So you decide when to reset. What does that mean? We go refillable, go long swords, and we don't waste any gold whatsoever, because when you go base, we get 2 potions again. Conclusion, long sword plus 3 potions or refillable in most games. Go into your lane with a plan and buy your items accordingly. Please do not enter the lane and just randomly buy Dorans Blade if it isn't good. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned. I'm a professional positional coach for all lanes, and the Discord link will be in the description.